So how was the week of practice, Jeff?
I thought we had a really good week of practice. Our guys are trying to still work hard and give great effort. We understand that it's a one-game season. That's why we talk about it year-round. And we've got a great opponent coming into our place that we haven't beaten in a long time, and we're going to have to play at a high level in order to win.
When you talk about handling success, any special message for the team?
Well, there's a lot of different ways that things we brought up. Like I said, one of the things is no matter what, it's a one-game season, and whether you win or lose the week before, we've got to come back and try to win the next one. So that's talked about year-round. Our guys understand that. We've been in this situation before off a big win and came back and didn't find a way to win the next game. So we've got to make sure that we have the same hunger and fuel that we've had before and work on the small things. And then realistically, the next game is going to be a tough opponent. And, when you play a Big Ten schedule and when you got Wisconsin coming in, who we haven't beat here in a long time, who's very talented, big and strong, and plays great defense and runs the football. Bottom line is we got to play really, really well in order to win, whether we won last week or not.
Did DeMarcus Mitchell practice more this week?
I would think DeMarcus Mitchell will be able to go this week, yes.
Okay. Were they able to do a lot more in practice this week compared to last week?
Yes, he was.
Any update on Jaquez Cross?
No, he's not with us right now.
How about Garrett Miller? You said you're going to look at him closer on Monday. Any update on his status?
More than likely, Xander Horvath and Garrett Miller will be out this game.
But is Xander progressing on the right timeline?
He is. He's had an open wound that got infected that we've had to kind of maybe delayed it slightly. So when his return will be, we'll just have to continue to work through it.
Who's the number 3 running back? Is it Ben Furtney?
Right now it'll be Jackson Anthrop.
Jackson number 3 running. Okay. Are you happy with where the team's at right now? 4-2. I mean, I'm sure you had some notion in your head in August where you'd like to be. I mean, are you pleased in general, or?
Well, I don't want to base everything on wins and losses. I think our guys have played hard. They've given us great effort. We've been in every game. We've been able to compete and had a chance to win all 6 games we played, and that's really a big goal of ours, to be very competitive and have a chance to win the fourth quarter. At the same time, you're measured by your wins and your losses, and it's important to do everything you can to win the game. So, each week will present a different challenge that you have to go up against. You try not to get too high and low over each game. You try not to worry about what your record is as you're going. Just let's try to win the next game. Let's try to win the next game. And when the season's over, you hope to look up and have a good record and a chance to move beyond. But right now, we don't think beyond the next opponent, and we got to give everything we have in order to beat a really good football team.
What was your reaction to Greg Long's photo that went viral, and what happened there in the third quarter?
It's probably the same reaction you had. Of course, I didn't see it, but I probably had the same chuckle that you had when I saw that.
They should. Obviously, a fan threw a can on the field. I don't believe they made an announcement there to say, hey, don't do that or your team gets penalized. Doesn't that usually, or shouldn't that happen?
I would think that's what would happen. I know we didn't have it in a cooler ready for him to drink when he came off the sideline, so I would assume it got thrown on the field, and what happened after that, I'm not for sure, really.
Has he kind of been the toast of the locker room a little bit after that?
Well, we'll keep some of that behind closed doors, but the picture on Twitter was worth 1,000 words.
Is he the least likely guy to do something like that?
I wouldn't say the least likely. Greg's a personality and can have a little mood swings every now and then. But when he's in a great mood, he's a really pleasant, fun person to be around.
And it helps that you won the game.
Well, for sure it does. Yes, and I'm not even sure when the timing of that was.
The third quarter.
Well, that was surprising me. I thought it was after the game. So yes, it helps that we won the game.
Coach, you've talked a lot about the fans this year, the crowds at Ross State. The fact that this one sold out weeks ago, what's that say about sort of the state of the program?
I think it's awesome. Our fan support has been tremendous. it's one of the reasons you play the game and coach the game, is to have people come to it and be involved with it, and the festival atmosphere of college football and everyone feeling a part of it. And our players work hard and coaches work hard to win the game, but if you didn't have fans there, you probably wouldn't work as hard. So this is about the Purdue team, the Purdue school, the Purdue alumni, and you try to represent it as well as you can. And I think if you give great effort and you work hard and you come ready to play and you fight like heck to win, people appreciate it, and we definitely appreciate all the fans that have come out, and we want to try to continue to make them as happy as we can.
Just from an exposure standpoint, after last week's win, similar to Ohio State, where Purdue was at the forefront of a lot of national publicity. I mean, was it similar this week compared to 3 years ago, where just you were getting a lot of attention and stuff like that?
Quite a bit. There was a lot of similarities. Sometimes when you win a really good game, it means a lot to your players and your coaches. It means a lot to the school. It puts the Purdue brand and name out there, and that's what you want. There's a lot of great things about this school and this football team and this university that we can sell, and the more people that can get to know it and be around it and be a part of it, I think the more special it can be. As you guys know, we pride ourselves here on trying to convince a couple of difference makers across the country to come here and showcase what they're all about, and we work hard to make sure that we can get that done for them. And I think to a certain degree we have. There's been a lot of really special players come through here in the last few years, and we want to continue to allow people to understand that with our schedule, the tremendous school we have, and the resources that we have beyond school when you graduate, and then you throw on top of it the football aspect, there's a lot to sell here, and we hope that as many people recognize that as possible.